Hey, what is going on, guys? So this is for Motivational Monday, right? And I know it's been a while, so okay, all right, all right. So I know it's been a while, and so I gotta give a shout out to my girl Brenda because she really pushed me to do this. She was like, "Hey, it's been a while, right?" So sorry for the delay, but I just want to let you guys know I'm working on a couple things. And I took a step back because I realized that if I want to do this full time, right, if I just want to spend time talking to people, which I absolutely love, right, if I want to do that, then I have to be financially secure. And so what I decided to do was pick up a book by Tony Robbins called Unshakable and start reading through it. And I found a lot of information about investing that, basically just the rich people get. And how mutual funds are basically robbing us of a greater return. So I'm still not a master by any means, but I was very intrigued, and so now I'm gonna start working on that. The big thing is that, well, for me anyway, is that was the first book that I purchased, I think, ever. The first book I've ever bought. And it's also the first book that I've read in quite a long time, and so I much prefer listening to audio, but I figured if I want to get to a different place, from where I am right now, I have to try something different. So I tried the book thing, and it was cool. I actually rushed through the end of it today so that way I could make this video, because it's so important to let you guys know that I'm still here and I'm connected and that I miss you. Yes, Ava. Okay, so my daughter Ava here would love to be introduced.
Hello.
And is there anything that you would like to say?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Subscribe. All right. Thanks for that. Thanks for the shameless plug. So anyway, it's talking about in the book about being financially secure, and also it's talking about kind of taking emotion out of trading, and so how trading itself is very difficult for most of us to do. Even the top mutual funds do not outperform the S&P 500 on average, and so what they're doing is, with the money that you're investing, they're taking a percentage of it, underperforming against the S&P 500, and then taking a percentage of that also. So in the long run, you're losing out on quite a bit of money that you could be making if you invested it otherwise. So I'm not here to give you financial advice, not yet, until I figure out a program that works best for me. But they do share some information in the book that if you have $100,000 invested at a certain percentage, it could equate to hundreds of thousands of dollars at the end when you go to retire. And if you have that money in mutual funds, the amount of percentage that they're taking out of it could equate to about half of the amount, which is insane. Also, with mutual funds, it is not for them to create the best percentage back for you. So even if they underperform, they're still getting paid, which is crazy. You wouldn't pay somebody to do a job that was subpar, but we do it all the time when we're investing our money. There's so much stuff that I want to talk about, so I'm gonna make this video, it's gonna be a little long, because this whole thing about being financially secure is not just about me, it's also about my family and my children. So I'm going to share a story with you guys. A friend of mine, he's been, listening to motivational speakers recently and doing like a lot of things that are kind of like breaking him out of his shell, and I'm so proud of him. And so he tells me that what they're going to do is, well, hold on, let me wait for this breeze to stop. So what he tells me is that what he would like to do is kind of just live a simpler life. And get rid of some of the stuff that they have at home that they haven't really been using, which is a great idea. We should all be doing that. Now, what he was going to do is he took pictures of his children's toys, and so what they're going to do is they're going to sell those toys. which is cool, right? And so they'll make some money back. So I talked to him about it, and I asked him, like, well, what do you plan on allowing them to do with that money? And so he said he planned on just letting them spend it all. And so here's the thing, right? As adults, we say all the time, I wish I knew this when I was younger, right? So what I suggested was, instead of allowing them to spend all the money, what he should do is take a portion of it and show them, yes, Ava. Okay, so have a seat then. So then take a portion and invest it, right, in the actual stock market. And because this life lesson that you can teach them now is something that they'll carry on forever. The second thing I told them was to have them take a portion of their money to purchase things that they can make more money on. So for example, they have stuffed animals that they're going to sell. And so they take these stuffed animals, they sell them, and they make money. Now, after making the money, they keep a portion of the money that they made to reinvest. So if they end up at a garage sale, they take that money and they purchase another set of stuffed animals to resell if they found that they can make some value. So like, for example, if he has a Kirby plushie and he's able to sell it for $15, and then he's at a garage sale and he finds that same plushie that someone's selling for $3, he would purchase it for $3 and then again get rid of it for $15. So I think this is like such a great time to really invest in our children to help them secure a future. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, which I mean, that's all the time. It's funny when people say that. But the last thing that I want is for my kids to be working a 9 to 5. Crazy, right? Because that's basically what our parents wanted for us. They want us to have a secure job. They want us to go to college. They want us to do, all these things. And are we happy? That's the ultimate question. So if you've done all those things and you're happy, congratulations, because you are leaps and bounds away from everybody else. Okay, Ava. They are so far ahead, because being happy should be the ultimate goal. And and it's just sad that our children and even us ourselves, some of us have done things to try and impress others. And you finish it and you find out that you don't feel fulfilled, right? It's sad. And then what do? You go out and you got to do something else. It's important that you continue growing, but I want to teach my children to do what they're passionate about, because there's a saying. Yes, Ava.
Password.
Ava. What's the password? Please and thank you.
No.
Excuse me.
No.
I love you.
No.
I don't know. What's the password?
Chicken Ronnie.
Oh, Chicken Ronnie. Okay. So, let me catch my thought here. Oh, so if you do something that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, that's incredible, right? And so you could be doing that, but instead you're doing something else, which you wake up every morning and you're unhappy, and it's draining. And you got to keep in mind that your attitude every day that you get up and you go to work, if you come home and you're unhappy, you're passing that on to everybody around you. So you have to find happiness in everything. You have to be thankful for everything that you have and just be grateful. And I know that's tough. If you're not grateful for the things that you have now, having more of things is not going to teach you that lesson. It's important that you're grateful for what you have at this moment right now. If you could be happy today, it means that you could be happy for the rest of your life. That's the ultimate goal. Honestly, forget money. Money is not important, right? For me right now, what money would mean is that I can stop going to work and spend time talking to people all day. I mean, honestly, I would just love to do that, but I can't do that in my current standing. So that's kind of why I've taken a step back, and I'm looking more into how to financially take care of myself and my family, so that way I could do this full time. So sorry guys, I know this is a very long video, and I hope you stuck it out with me. This is like a few weeks worth of videos, but listen, I truly miss you guys. I love you guys. And I wish you the best. And if you have a moment and you want to talk, please reach out to me. I just spent the other day, I met a friend for breakfast, and we met about 9:40, and I hadn't seen her in a while. And we met at 9:40, and we didn't leave breakfast until like 1 o'clock because we were talking. And it was so cool. There was a few things questions that came up that I had asked her while we were talking, and a few things that I said, and you know, she's like, oh, you know, it's so true. And so I kept telling her, I know, I just said it, right? And it was, you know, it kind of just became a joke for me. But I'm spending so much time listening to these motivational speakers and trying to move myself forward. I signed up for a food drive, and listen, honestly, I'm just trying to do everything that I can to take me from where I am today to where I belong, which is not right here. I belong, you know, talking to people and, you know, trying to get them to open their eyes and see that they are blessed every day that you wake up. You know, you take a breath. The fact that you got up today is incredible, right? You have the option to just stay in bed and eventually just die and do nothing with your life, but you decided to get up. So make it worthwhile. Do something. Give somebody a hug. Tell them you love them. Anything that you could do, just get it done. All right, guys. Well, I am absolutely motivated by you guys, and I'll let you know how the food drive goes. And that's about it. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. And again, I'm motivated by you.